Okay, so here's the deal. I wanted to test out Google's new video ad product. Um, as some of you know, I've been working on TalkSend app, a way to um, use your email over the phone while you're on the go. And I saw these ads, or not ads, but like these videos that are being made. And I wanted to see if I can make ads for them. And so if you haven't seen it yet, it's kind of crazy. Like this is AI generated and you couldn't tell the difference if you're squinting or you're drunk or you're on the pooper. So I just wanted to see, here's some other crazy stuff that I saw people make. And it's kind of wild. So I wanted to give it a shot. And I tried it last night and it just didn't work. Like did a bunch of them and the audio didn't work or the text didn't work. Um, see if I just wrote like stuck in traffic says, no, your email doesn't find me well. You know, didn't really say anything, had this text at the bottom, ran it again, didn't work again. So I wanted to try it again and start from like, what does it look like? Um, or how can I like improve my prompts? Um, so one of the neat things that Google has is this Watch Flow TV, which is kind of amazing, where it just is a bunch of different channels and with different prompts. So you can kind of get an understanding of like what here, if I select this prompt, and it says a continuous tracking shot. You see, let's see if I pause it. An 8K high resolution shot of a fast paced first person shot of a woman sprinting through a dense forest captured in thermal vision with a glowing heat map palette. The camera jostles as it weaves between towering trees, their trunks flaring in a cool blues and purples against a warm yellow green canopy, pulsing with heat. Undergrowth flares, yada yada. It goes into detail of the exact shot. So maybe because I was trying to one shot it with just like a sentence, it didn't really work. But let's kind of like browse this for more inspiration. Um, these are all kind of AI generated. I'm not sure why it won't let me change channels. This is kind of cool, where they sort of spell out the words. Let's see how they do this one. A hang shot reveals a massive, brutalist concrete building. It's for mimicking the word brutal. Okay, so it puts it in not quotations, but marks. So stark staircases ascend, the facade connecting cantilevered balconies. Wow. Didn't know what that word is. Dim ambient lighting casts long shadows, highlighting the rough texture. Okay, so it goes into detail of the textures, the concretes, the kind of vibe you want. So you have to be kind of explicit in that way. Okay, what's this channel? Round, extreme top-down aerial shot of a giant. Oh man, I forgot to pause this. One of the things that also is fascinating here, I don't know if you can hear that, but the new thing with this model is that it syncs audio, or it tries to do audio, and the audio sometimes doesn't really work. Um, so I want to see if anything's specified about audio, because that is kind of real interesting. Or maybe the audio is from my computer, but either way. Let's see. Let natural light pour in with occasional drifting dust or birds overhead, a sacred void. Let's see, they had funny ones. I saw that was, these are, there's one that had like Santa in it. Like Santa off season, which is cool. Let's see. Homes. Color of the year. Extreme sports. So you have a person riding a bull in a mall. So let's see what that one was. Oh man, let's see. Can I go back? Previous clip. And this is just a simple, surreal, hyper-realistic shot of a first-person view, action camera point of view, shot of a bull riding in a shopping mall. Okay. That seems pretty straightforward. This is more detailed. Here, off-season Santa. This is what I was referring to. I saw that was cool. Okay. So these are all text to video, but there's no audio in this, which is the veo3. But either way, it's still good to see kind of what the prompt is. I don't know if you can see this. A high view, wide angle shot of Santa Claus and his reign sitting alone in a corner booth at a roadside American diner, holding a greasy burger with both hands. He takes a huge bite, grease dripping onto his beard, and washes it down with soda through a straw. His coat is off, draped beside him, and his red shirt is stained with ketchup. Okay, so we have the coat and the ketchup. Fries spill across the plate, and a waitress wipes a nearby table. The diner is lined with vinyl booths, neon signs, and a jukebox in the back. Lighting is warm and low, with orange-red tones from neon overhead, filmed in 16mm film. So here's the deal. Let's just copy this. I mean, there are other ones. And maybe, let's see, if we start there. So the way the interface works is you just have like this universal chat window. You have the option of hitting text to video, frames to video, or ingredients to video. So let's just start with text to video, and then you have the option here at the top to choose the number of outputs, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think for just purposes, we'll just try 4, see what works here. Quality VO2, fast VO2. So we're going to use that same model that they used. I don't know if they used quality or fast, but we'll just start with fast. We'll start with quality and then work our way to fast and high quality and see kind of what the difference is for each one. Okay, so I'm just gonna right now just see what happens if I try to recreate it myself. The same exact prompt. We're gonna go with VO2. So credits, each generation uses 100 credits. I didn't do the math. We can do the math of what a credit is. Let's see what that looks like. But we can look into that afterwards. Okay. Let's see. Creating this. It's going to take some time to do that. While we're doing that, we'll just do the same exact copy and paste that prompt and try it with fast. And then do the same exact one without adjusting anything and do highest quality. So this is their new model with the experimental audio. They just added that because I think people were complaining that audio sometimes doesn't work. I found that it works like 1 out of like 12 times. But either way, let's see. No whammies. Hopefully it works, and we'll compare all 3 of those. You're requesting generations too quickly. Please wait a moment and try again. Okay, so now they have a rate limit up here. I didn't notice that. And I noticed that I got a failed generation. I'm not really sure what's higher wide. Um, Maybe that was they don't want you to do multiple at once. Either way, it seems like the fast came through. And I'm gonna try this one again. Okay, so they don't want you to run like more than 8 at a time, but this, I don't know which one, if this was fast or not. Oh, here we go. This was quality. So what's interesting is from just quick look without even looking at it, the quality one looks shittier than the fast one from like a lighting perspective. I wish you can close this text thing at the bottom, but you can't. Either way, let's see what it came. It has this kind of um, jitter. Yeah, the can like that was weird. It kind of um, stopped in the middle, and then this is kind of gross. But where'd that Coke come from? It just magically appeared. Okay, so you can see like it's you still would be able to get besides for that bloody mouth, whatever that is, you can get like a couple seconds of good stuff, and then that Coke magically appears. So the continuity, even in 8 seconds that it generates, um, maybe you can reverse that backwards to have something that that works, right? You can reverse that video and get something. So you're still getting like shots there. What about this one? Okay, completely misses misses the Coke and just eats its hand. So that doesn't seem like it's usable in any way. Um, what would be awesome is when it's running these 4 different. I wonder if it allows you to create like variations or subtle variations to the prompt, or it actually does that, or you have to do one at a time in order to get there. But I wonder what's now you got a magic Coke coming out of that soda behind the burger. That's funny. Okay, so we have that there. Um, and then, okay, let's see. Now these are the fast ones. Let's see what happened here. Okay, that seems pretty, yeah, that fast one feels pretty good. Seems a bit weird, but yeah, I like the fast ones better than the quote unquote quality ones. Maybe that eating a burger seems weird. It feels simpler. Yeah, I think that is it feels better. What's interesting about this um, about the fast one is none of them sort of follow the washes it down with soda through a straw. Like it doesn't take that prompt into consideration. It just shows the soda with the straw. Versus these actually try to do it, um, even though it fails at making that work. And like I said, you probably got 2 seconds here if you went backwards. You can get something, but it just takes a while. to do. Okay, now this is the new one, which doesn't look like the Santa at all. Um, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, wow. So one thing you could notice is first um, the sound effects that are there, but that Coke just turned into a burger turned into a Coke. Um, Once again, you could probably reverse this, but then you have the person in the background walking, so it ruins it. But either way, you have sound effects now. For the VO3, they incorporate sound effects. You hear like the chomping. Oh, look at that. We got soda. Wait, did we get it? Okay, that's like the first usable 8 seconds, right? I think so. And it followed the prompt pretty well in terms of the person um, in the background, too. Greasy burger with both hands. He takes a huge bite, grease dripping on his beard, washes it down with soda. His coat is off, draped. There's no coat here, so it didn't fall do that. His red shirt is stained with ketchup. Fries spill across his plate. Yep, has that. And a waitress wipes a nearby table. The diner is lined with vinyl booths, neon signs, and jukebox in the back. Yeah, it kind of followed everything there. So this is the first one that we got following. That ketchup on the face is a bit much, but that's cool. Okay, so we got that going. Check out this shot. We have, it's like film, um, raw footage. Wow, that straw came out of nowhere. Okay, they're gonna pass on that one. This same thing. Wow, this is similar to this, just like a different angle, where the um, Coke just magically appeared. And yeah, so that is kind of wild. So let's see um, if I want to sort of do something for um, Toxend. And let's see if I want to change this to be in a um, uh, Santa is in a car and on his sled answering emails, right? So let's see what that would look like. We're going to go with a high view, wide angle shot um, of Santa Claus um, and his reins. I don't know what that means. Is that his outfit? Anyway, um, on his sled. Um, and so we want to do alone in a corner booth at a roadside. So you want to do like kind of a place, right? Let's see if we can turn this into Mad Libs. So open up a project for Claude. Claude also released a new thing, Claude Sonnet 4 and Claude Opus 4. So I wanted to try that as well. I'm going to say, here's a prompt for a video LLM, and can you create a template for it so I can reuse it like Mad Lib style in order to create new scenes. And so here's okay, so we'll do that. And I can also just say make make the scene uh, for a commercial for a email app that is used via voice and has Santa riding a sleigh. Okay, let's see what it came up with. So you need a camera shot, you need a main character, character's transportation, seating arrangement. I guess this is for food, so we can make generic. Let's see. I can adjust it afterwards. So here we have Claude trying to make the scene. The phone glows with a soft blue light. His red coat flutters in the wind. Okay, this is good. This is detailed. Um, and then let's just start there. This is not what the product does, but let's see what would happen. And you can add sound design, visual effects. Let's see, try it without. Here we go. What up, Dav? What up, Wiz? Joining in, sending some comments. With a simple what up. Okay, so let's see what this looks like, and let's see if we can adjust. Let's see what happens. Oh, I don't know what settings I went to. Okay, I created 4 for the highest quality output. While this runs, I'm curious how much these credits cost. So 150 credits. Here we go. So we have $25 for 2,500. So where'd it go? So you can run those 16 times. Or sorry, 2,500. Okay, so it costs about, let's say on the cheapest price, you're getting running it 100 times, right? Oh, math is math. So you got a penny for credit. So it's basically charging you $1.50 for that. And if you pay $200, you know, kind of same. But if it doesn't work, so let's see how it comes at the end of what the deal is. Here's 150, so it's $1.50 per. So 4 of them cost $6 to run, which is kind of bonkers because it doesn't work at the time, but also it's way cheaper than doing this in real life and having like an actor and a set and all the things. So it's kind of wild that you could just make this happen for $1.50, even if you have to do it, you know, you have to run it 100 times in order to get, some quality content. And then splice it together. It's still, something that a commercial might have cost 10 grand, 50 grand. I don't know, does it cost $1,000? Even that's kind of wild. that you can kind of do it. Okay, so let's see. We got our first ones coming in. So remember, we're trying to create an ad here with Santa. Okay, so the dimensions there are pretty wild with zooming out. You would want, okay. So let me see this text. This is funny. Um, you get the text, oh, send email to Rudolph. We're running ahead of Schmesh tonight. And it's like the text just completely is not legible. And then you have a weird woman in the window that's not proportional there, just waving. Um, how do I close this? I can't even, somehow I can't. You have to, okay, that's the only way to do it. You have to click it. Okay. Yeah, this is, whoa, and then that's just weirdness. I think one of the things that it does poorly is when it's trying to recreate like imaginary scenarios, because the training data is probably YouTube and or some like other content that probably doesn't have a real Santa, but it has, a person sitting in a diner. So that's why the kind of the proportions are off and it just feels weird. So let's figure out a scenario where it's not Santa. We can just say a person, high wide viewing of, here, let's go back here so I don't have to mess with this. Um, let's switch it up. Let's not have Santa in a sleigh. We need something that's more generic and you would find in a TV commercial. So like a person in a car, make the car fancy, um, and have them, uh, talking to their car, uh, responding to email. Okay. Uh, let's see. Um, okay, so we're still gonna go with Santa. Oh, they don't. It just goes professional businesswoman in her luxury sedan, cruising smoothly. Uh, okay. Let's see. So notice, you know, this new, um, let's see. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Um, goes into detail on her blazer. Her leather briefcase sits in the passenger seat. Um, cool. Let's see. Now that I know it costs $1.50, um, I'm like, wait, should I do four or should I only do two? But I feel like you got to do four every time in order to, until you nail the prompting. Um, yeah. Let's see. I wonder if, well, wait, but I want to, I'll show off the frames to video and how that works. just like once we find something that's usable. And I'm going to adjust prompts and say, let's make the scene not take place in a car, but walking like do something like skateboarding down a skateboarding through Times Square. See if it has some of that in that footage. Wait, I got a couldn't generate video. Try again later. Was that always there? Did that just come up beforehand? Oh, this fourth one, failed generation. I wish the failed generation, I wonder if they charge you for it. Let's see. 3520 credits. So I'll keep track of that. Okay, I'm now stuck in, I can't X this out. Okay, so this is the view where they're calling like a flow editor or a scene builder, where you can splice together different shots. So if I wanted to get rid of Mrs. Claus, I can do that. I can jump to a new scene. I can add that there, and it creates the first frame. You can extend the existing one and kind of say what happens next. And you can arrange, if you had different ones, you can arrange them. So we'll do that once we find something we want to work with. I don't think right now this is what I want to work with. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is like a nice shot, but it doesn't, um, the lip sync is off. You can use the lip sync and also the camera angles weird, where it's like not really driving or zooming out. Um, okay, so this is better. I kind of might want to add to this scene because we can split out what's there. Okay, this is driving on the other side of the road, which works. Fancy sedan, so you can see that a fancy sedan is considered a Mercedes, according to veo3. Okay, let's see this one. See, the lip sync is off. So maybe I'll adjust. I have an idea. Let's adjust this. So we're going to add scene. Oh, delete. Wait, what happened here? Generated video thumbnail. We got some weird stuff that didn't work. Let's try again. Okay. It's like, I guess, showing all the different versions of it. That's weird. Why would? And notice how like this image is black, but I also can't hear the audio in the scene builder. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to edit and make it as if the audio is coming, remove the send email part. I'll just add a frame. I'll extend this. So let's see, what did they say the audio was? Let's go back. Okay, the client presentation went perfectly. So I'll say something like, great to hear, or something like that. Scene builder. And I'll say, here, let's see. Okay, you can generate stuff here. And I'll say what should happen next. Driver responds with great to hear, excited for the launch. Oh, what quality was that? Okay. Oh no, it's 4 outputs. Oh well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. And then the other approach is, let's see, the difference is if I hit extend, and I'm extend the shot. So I'll say the same exact thing. The driver responds with great to hear, excited about excited for the launch. Okay, let's see if I'm using, switching you to compatible model for this feature. Submit again to confirm or check settings for details. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me from an error perspective. Why did it switch to fast? Call it fast. I don't want fast. I want the experimental audio. Nope. Okay, so it seems like extending doesn't work with audio. It just you can only do the frame. Gemini is using your scene to create the next shot. I guess if I wanted to create like a visual shot, maybe, let's see, just to see what that's like. I'd want something like the driver camera zooms out and stays focused on the driver while moving to a bird's eye view or something like that. One of the things with this stuff is that also having the language around cinematography is really important, and understanding kind of what kind of scenes you want, what kind of shots you want beforehand could probably save you a lot of time and money. But let's see what that looks like from the extension. And in the meanwhile, wait, what? Did I mess up? I created, oh, here we go. It just takes a while to load. And I can't hear what they're saying. And some of them put texts at the bottom. And this is just an image? This is kind of wild. Let's see if it shows it somewhere else. Okay, let's see. And it's weird that all these are like, starts with black. Maybe something's messed up. Wait, what happened? Did I lose audio? Oh. Wait, what? That is wild. But that kind of worked. I don't even know if that's a real language. This one didn't have any audio. Um, yeah. So what is kind of neat about this is I like the consistency of the shot. You can still reuse this. Like I could probably reuse this and then use like lip sync software to do something. Um, but I want to try this again. Um, let's try it. Bummer. Okay. How do I pause that? Let me pause it. Okay, this extension. Oh, this is the extension for the scenes. It didn't really do the camera angles at all. This just kept going. This just kept going too. Huh. There we go. Oh, almost. It was kind of like staying too long on that scene. Maybe the 8 seconds is not enough there. Okay, going back to scene builder. No. Man, it seems like this is busted. The thumbnails are not showing up. We're still so early with this stuff. And it's like not working. But I'm gonna try again. Let's see. Okay. And instead of extend, right, we're gonna go with frame to video. Continue that frame. Driver responds with great to hear, excited for the launch. Driver, maybe it's like woman enthusiastically responds with great to hear, excited for the launch. Okay, let's see if that doesn't. Oh, fast. Dang it. I want to do audio. There's no way to be like, no, stop, give me my money back. So I accidentally pressed fast. I wanted to do highest quality. They should, I don't know why the designers or engineers or whoever product folks uh, hid this behind settings instead of exposing to like what you're actually gonna create. Hopefully they adjust that. Or maybe they won't. They moved on to something else. Um, woman excitedly responds with great to hear, excited for the watch. Let's see if there's a difference between woman and a driver. Also, wonder if, oh, I forgot to check again. Okay, maybe it'll be quality or not. But yeah, it's seems still rough around the edges. The stuff that we saw people do. Um, let's like simplify it. Let's do text to video. Let's create one. See if it works. A stand-up comic standing in front of a small audience uh, with a brick um, uh, venue with a sign that says comedy cellar and tells a joke about a woman doing email in her car. Okay. Stand up comedian. In front of a, here. Oh, let me get a full. Let's try two. I'm going to do two just like this. And then two we'll do with a super prompt from Claude. I'm just going to do that and see what happens. Um, so Claude actually came up with a joke um, where I don't know. It seems like their app is broken, but anyway. So if you can't see it, it says, so I saw this commercial where this woman is driving her luxury car, talking to it like it's her personal assistant. Send email to marketing team, and I'm thinking, lady, your car has better communication skills than my last three relationships. My car can barely keep the radio on the right station, but hers is out here managing her entire career. Um, so And then it says, I mean, what's next? Car swipe right on this dating app. Car, tell my mother I'll call her back pretty soon. We're gonna have cars giving relationship advice based on your driving patterns. I've determined you have commitment issues. Um, okay, okay. Not funny, haha, but still trying. Let's see. I'm gonna try to shorten the joke because it's probably longer than 8 seconds. Um, and let's see. It might be too long than 8 seconds. I mean, I'm here thinking, lady, your car has. So I saw this commercial where the woman is driving her, driving and talking to it like it's her personal assistant. I'm thinking, lady, let's do this. Um, my car can barely keep the radio on, but hers is out here managing her career. Okay, let's see. Okay, did we get anything here? No audio? There's like no audio on this, on any of these. I wonder why that is. Maybe because is it a side angle? Maybe I'm looking into it too much. Okay, let's see. I mean, that's pretty good, like just from a quality perspective. And I wonder, like I said, it's because they have a bunch of footage that it was trained on for comedy. Um, and yeah, so let's see, let's compare. And I think I'm done. I'm kind of tired going through all this. Um, I guess the the trialing. You should time, I guess, how long it takes to actually go through each one, to generate these videos. But so, like I said, it's amazing. It's kind of wild that you can actually, create these, um, videos, and you got to find the sweet spot of where, like, why does this work so well and then this doesn't? Is it because it's like too prescriptive and it doesn't have any sort of context for it, so it doesn't know like what it's supposed to sound like? And this does. And notice, like, this was just a basic one line stand-up comedian in front of a small audience, brick venue, comedy cellar, and tells a joke about a woman doing email in her car. That was it. Let's see. Okay, so this was more detailed. And let's see. Okay, so I know 8 seconds is Let's see. Oh wow. So they're um this is, look at that water bottle. That is a good water bottle. But their mouth, maybe because they're talking so fast, but this one is so much better. Okay. That mouth, what's it versus this one? Um, Fascinating. Okay, cool. I think maybe that's the move. Maybe the move is to just create, um, find, instead of trying to recreate scenes, like find content that is just known to work and adjusting the the text and the formatting around that. Um, I'm sure there's like other ones you can do with like cartoons and stuff. Let's see. Can we have um, a medium close-up shot um, of two anime, uh, or maybe just like of an anime character. I haven't seen any of that character uh, driving. No, let's just do the same exact one. Oh, this was super detailed, and then this wasn't. So let me just see if I can do this and combine the joke. And compare. And once we do that, um, I'll do that anime one. But the idea is like, what's the difference in quality? Like this one is zoomed in. I like the medium close-up better. Mm, okay. Make sure we get it too. See where that goes. And now, wish there's a way. Can I repurpose this? Reuse prompt. Yeah, nice. Um, Ingredients to video. Do I show off what that is? No. So you can do generate different images. They don't let you upload images. Oh, they do. Now that just turned on like today, I guess. So that's cool. I'll give that a try. Maybe generate shots of what you want the scene to look like. Um, but let's just, I wanted to do some anime just to see if it would affect the scene. We need a close-up shot of stand-up comedian. Uh, Anime. cartoon. Let's see, medium close-up, shot, anime, cartoon. How come I didn't add? There we go. Let's compare the two there, and then I'm gonna pause and see if there's anything else cooking. And okay, let's see. Okay, so we can't really. Okay, we got new ones. So off the bat, so it's funny how we're not specifying the character at all, but in its mind, the um, comedian has facial hair. Um, okay, that is great. Um, I think that one's kind of the winner out of like all these comedian bits, just because it seems to have kind of like somewhat mouth movements are pretty good, and that's because it's like not side profiled. See, like that side profile is weird. This one, okay. Let's see what this anime one looks like. Mm, yeah, I mean, I think there's just a lot of experimentation still need to be done with this stuff. Um, Maybe what I'll do is work on the pre-work beforehand of like figuring out the exact scenes. Okay, look at this anime character. Um, okay, so I would want to extend this to like have the laugh track even more. Um, and okay, let's see this guy. Okay, let's go with this. Arrange. Oh man, the thumbnails are broken. I'm just gonna delete all of them. Well, let me delete it. Whatever. Let's see. Can I delete it? Nope. It won't let me delete. Okay, this is goofy. Um, but let's see. Let's try it again. Oh, man, you don't have audio on this. Let me just finish the um, uh, next the next thing. Okay, and I'm gonna say the joke continues. I'm just going and I don't know, will that extend it? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna just try with one. Actually, I have no idea if it's going to generate something that is the same, something that's different. Let's see. I'm gonna say comedian continues a joke. Let's see. So the first one doesn't have frame to video. It just is just text from this scene builder. And the other one starts with a frame. So we'll see which one works or which one doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, suppose I have audio. And is this up or down? I assume this means that it's full volume, but I can't hear anything. Oh, questions. How's the work? Nope. Okay, we're almost there. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so since I didn't specify the scene right here, it just completely uh, a completely new scene. So even though you're in the scene builder, you have to specify the frame if you want to generate something. So I'm going to delete this. it won't even let me. Man. Okay, second time it worked. Can I delete this one? Now it worked. Okay, so scene builder is wonky, but you know, it is. Okay, cool. So now, but I can't hear it. I have to go back here. Let's see. No, it doesn't even come out. Man, flag. It's not offensive. The quality is inaccurate. Okay. So it seems like audio is just not working either. So we try again. Yeah, because I want to see if there's something. There. Maybe let's just run the same exact prompt, but not in the scene builder. And I also wonder maybe I have to say the full exact scene. So let me do this just to keep it going. Trying to see. Um, what will help its consistency maybe. So I'm just going to use the same exact prompt that I did originally. Use it now. This time I have that first frame, but now the joke is different. Okay, let's see if that works. And I'm going to do. I'm only do 2. Let's see how our credits are doing. Let's see. 2. Because the fact that there's no audio even on this one, even though it says high quality experimental, I wish there was an option that said no audio so I can notify folks at Google. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Oh. Let's see. Oh. Okay. No comments. $76. or 80%. Okay. Like I said, you can run them, but you got to know what the output is in order to see how you can build upon it. But if it's still just slot machines, it's just real rough. So once you figure out a style or kind of a prompt that works. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's any audio coming through at all from frames to video. How are people kind of doing this? Okay, this is working. This is not working. This is not working. This is not working. Yeah, it's just not working. Anyway, if you watch this long, thanks. And I'm not sure where I go from here. I think maybe the move is to create examples, or scenes, like sketch them out first and then but it's just hard they only let you do 8 at a time. That cycle, it probably takes like a full 8 hours to make something. Like I said, it's still cheaper than trying to create this in real life, which is still a trip to wrap our heads around what that means. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Till next time.